Hey, what's up, everybody? It's a Big K Experience, and it is Thursday, November 21st. A week is Thanksgiving in 1 week, so we can get pumped for that. I was way lazy today, so I didn't even do my hair, change my shirt, got my sweatshirt on from this morning. You know how I do. Or maybe you don't, but I'm telling you that I'm not going to do much effort into this morning. Let me tell you what happened this morning, actually. So I decided to start vaping because I need to quit smoking. And vaping, not the greatest thing in the world, but whatever, it's pretty good. Um, I I was watching my hands put in new contacts. I love new contacts. They're like one of my favorite things in the world. So I got the contacts. I'm put them on the sink. I'm washing my hands, getting down and dirty with it, and my hands must have smacked together something. And one piece of soap comes flying up and goes right in my eyes. Now my eyes burning. So I'm going like this, trying to get it out of there. And I was like, whatever, dude. I could rinse that out real quick and then give myself a clean eye to put a contact in. Well, that didn't work out either because as soon as I went to open up the contact thing, the contact solution shot into my mouth. How does that even happen? I went, and it's all right in there. Now, I'm sure there's some people in the world that are used to that. Oh, in the mouth, you know what I mean? But not me. I'm not used to that sort of situation. Um, so I was a little perturbed over the whole effing experience. Um, yeah, I'll have to cut that part out. uh, so the vaping obviously making it easier for me to cough. So that's cool, dog. I'm gonna be running a Christmas tree lot Black Friday up until the time we run out of trees. So I had a meeting about that with my friend Rigo, and we're talking about how we're gonna do Christmas trees. Gotta have 200 of them. It's pretty exciting. I'm excited. I like Christmas trees. I like Christmas. I like the smell of Christmas. I know when you go in a Christmas tree, there's these little bumps that look like, kind of like pimples, I guess, like tree pimples. And you go in there and pop it with your thumb, and it makes your whole house smell all piney, Christmassy. Yeah. So that's all I got this morning because this morning has been a miserable morning. So I'll be right back with some nonsense. Hey, everybody, it's the BK Experience in the Spilt Milk Show. Here we go with the best Black Friday sales, and they're starting early with many retailers. Um, from the 29 of the biggest U.S. retailers in 2019 Black Friday ad scans to identify the stores offering the biggest discounts in various product categories, such as appliances, jewelry, and toys. So here we go. I know those are all the things that you have to buy. Number one, Stage at 69.83%. So if you have a Stage around, get there. Two, Belk at 66%. Three, Beals, Florida. So if you want to hop on a plane and fly to Florida, more power to you. Four, J.C. Penney's. Five, Kohl's. Six, New York and Company. Seven, Dick's Sporting Goods. Eight, Kmart. Nine, Sears. And 10, Fred Meyer. Kmart always has great deals on jewelry. So if you like jewelry, go ahead and get yourself to Kmart. In two large observational studies analyzed by Harvard University health scientists, eating 5.5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables every day was associated with an 11% reduced likelihood of getting breast cancer compared with 2.5 servings or fewer. The effect was even more pronounced for aggressive forms of breast cancer, such as ER negative and HER2 enriched tumors. Why do they call them enriched tumors? That's gross. Nobody wants to hear enriched tumors. So I'm going to say it over and over again. Enriched tumors, enriched tumors, enriched tumors. Sorry, I should stop. Cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, and orange and yellow ones, carrots, sweet potatoes, appeared to pack the greatest preventative punch. Um, so these are two large observational studies, which means they don't really know if it's going to work long term, but they're just assuming. That sounds legit. Larry eating a lot of vegetables, no breast cancer. I'll put it together. Let's make this magic happen. And let's increase the sales of cauliflower because it's kind of going downhill. No, it's not. I have no idea, actually. Have you ever felt incredibly sexy and confident only to take a photo of yourself and think that confidence to be woefully misplaced? What the heezy? You're not alone. But your photo is also an accurate indication of how you actually look. So here's one of those things. It's going to be like where you think they're going to say, oh, don't worry, though. It's just your mind messing with you. You're actually good looking. Not this cat. This gets worse from here. Why do you hate the way you look in photos? The problem is that most of us are used to seeing ourselves in mirrors, and unfortunately, the mirror lies. Stupid mirror lying to my face like that. But how does it lie? Because It's just a mirror. Like it has no way of digitally giving you an expectation. Like the way pictures work and music works in general, with digital, is that there's pinpoints where the camera goes, yes, I see this, and then it guesses what everything else looks like. That's why the more pixels, the better, because more points of accuracy. Um, but when we look at ourselves in a mirror, we might think we're seeing how we really look, but we're actually seeing an inverse image. Yeah, that is what we're seeing. It's the opposite a little bit. Uh, Most people's faces aren't absolutely symmetrical, but that's okay. He says, it's cool. Look at yourself. You're not that bad looking. We get used to seeing how their left eye is slightly larger than their right, how their smile seems to turn downward. After years of looking in the mirror, preteens spent half their days doing this. We get used to the face staring back at us, and this is where mirror exposure comes in. Mirror exposure, developed by a psychologist named Robert Zonjak, shows that people react better to things they see more often. Yeah. Um, I'll just finish. We like what we're used to seeing, so it makes sense that we prefer the image of ourselves that we see all the time in the mirror. Well, duh. Like there was this chick I remember I worked with. Her name was Sean, and everybody thought she was so hot, and I was like, well, I guess. I mean, she's pretty or whatever, but she just wasn't my cup of tea, right? But after months of everybody telling me she's so hot, she became this super hot chick to me, and then all of a sudden I wanted to be around her all the time. And I don't know why that is. It's like public perception obviously influences my perception, but being around someone for a long time, like when you work with someone for a long time, the workplace romances, it inevitably happens because you get so used to looking at the same thing that you start to like it. And you're kind of stuck with it, so you might as well get in like Flynn, you know what I mean? So you're at a party with new people you've never met. Want to know if any of them are rich? Of course. How are you supposed to figure out who to date, ladies? Here's a trick to tell. More than designer clothing or other outward signs of wealth, people's body language reveals more about the state of their checking account than anything else. Those of higher socioeconomic status are more rude when conversing with others, reports LiveScience.com of a study from the University of California, Berkeley. Students whose parents had a higher socioeconomic status were more impolite than students from the other end of the socioeconomic scale. No wonder I'm so polite. So the rude people are the rich people. We've known that forever. That's kind of like the thing. If you're rich, you're rude. If you're a rich kid, nobody really likes rich kids. We just like the fact that you have money and maybe you buy us stuff. Um, the rich kid doodled, fidgeted, and even groomed themselves during the interview, giving distinct and hard to miss nonverbal cues of, I'm not interested because I don't have to be. Meanwhile, the poor kids did just the opposite, showing more I'm interested nonverbal behavior, including nodding their heads, laughing, and raising their eyebrows. They almost never fidgeted. Well, I fidget all the time. I'm always doing something. But I get what I guess if I'm locked in conversation, then I'm pretty locked in conversation. But there's also the opportunity of me totally zoning out in the middle of it. But that's just because I got ADHD, I guess. I guess. I don't know. I think I'm pretty much on point with my experience. And thanks for being part of it. It's a big K experience in the Spilt Milk Show.